Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Geeks and Degenerates. Today, since we did Eternals and I had Angelina Jolie, it seems right to follow it up with Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I guess
Yep.
the
We
first
have the
one.
weirdest way of connecting movies. I
I,
swear to God, this has nothing to do with Eternals besides the actors.
this one connects better to our other video, but sure, our next video.
Ah, got you.
So this
I
like
see it now.
slightly connects it to Eternals, but this connects more to our next video. So there we go.
Yeah, okay, I get you. All right, there we go. See, that's
Yeah.
all you had to say, baby. Fuck.
With me as always is Jomar. Uh, but yeah, how did you come to this movie and what's your history with Tomb Raider?
That's my history with Tomb Raider. Um, okay, this movie I've seen before playing the game. Like, was this? This would like pop up in HBO. I didn't watch this in cinemas because like I guess I was too young. Um, I wouldn't have been able to comprehend it, and like you don't want to be that parent who brought his or her like baby in the theater and it starts to cry midway. Um, but like yeah, I watched this with like in HBO back in the day, and I was like, I was actually in awe. I was like, this movie's sick. Like, oh yeah, now I want to play the game. And I grew up a bit, and I got PSP, and I got Tomb Raider. Not the triangle boobs one, but like a little bit more defined boobs, but like more rounder. And I got that game, and I was like, "Ew, this is so fucking hard. What the fuck is this?" As a kid, like I was like 8 when I started playing it, or 9, and I was like, "This is such a fucking hard game. What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, those games really meant to attract a certain kind of audience. You're like,
Demographic.
yeah, like it is what it is. We acknowledge it now, but like, if we don't acknowledge the ridiculousness of it now, it's like, what's the point?
Just imagining being like a '90s neck beard. I was like, "Whoa, look at those tits,
Probably your only exposure to people you don't talk to. You know.
motherfucker! Wear neck beards."
Yeah, but we talk to cool people, so there we go. I meant cool people. What do you mean? What do you think I mean?
Okay, I was like, neck beards. Ew. Wait a minute.
Yeah, me too, bro. Do you remember which specific game it was?
Not really. All I remember, she wasn't wearing the blue shirt anymore. She was wearing this brown shirt, and
Hmm.
the first thing you had to go through, the first puzzle you had to like get over, was this closing like it wasn't even a door. It was like these closing walls that would like close in like intervals where you have to like speed your way through it. But I can never speed my way through it. Like I tried doing the whole backflip bullshit that she does. I was like, I can't do it. I can't figure it out. How the fuck do people do this? Am I missing something? And then after that, I was like, I just dropped it, and it was like the first level. And then I went to the newer ones.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I watched the movie before I played the games, but I remember maybe I did, but I just never, since I never played the games until that point, never registering like, oh, this is a video game. I thought, oh, this is a pretty cool action movie um, with robots and statues.
Oh, don't get me started on the movie though, because I was a kid when I saw it. I'm an adult now rewatching it.
That's totally
I got some words to say.
But I remember for the PS2, I played the one where you fight like raptors and T-Rexes, and going to that movie, I'm like, again, I'm like, this is kind of disappointing.
I mean, come on. There were some things that she fought in this movie that was kind of cool, but we'll get to it later. But
Yeah.
yeah, we were dinosaur kids and we wanted dinosaurs.
Yeah. And then actually, my definitive Tomb Raider series is the new one because that's the one I really gravitated towards.
Same here.
Even though it's highly inspired by Uncharted, a darker version
Did-
of Uncharted.
In Epic Games, did you get it for free?
Yeah, I got
Alright.
the first one just to play it again. Cause
You didn't get all of them?
I already have all of them. The other two for PlayStation. So I just want the first one to play it again. But yeah, darker versions of Uncharted, even though Uncharted was inspired by the first few Tomb Raider games anyway, so it's like, the cycle's complete.
Yeah, it was a straight up mixture of Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones.
Yeah. But I enjoy the modern games and I enjoy the past games for what it is. Even though the past games, their stories didn't make a lot of sense, but it was okay because there's like it's the early days of video games, so we didn't really
Like
give a shit.
a lot of games didn't need a narrative that
Yeah.
much. I mean, Lara Croft's like Tomb Raider was like, I think there was more narrative there compared to like I don't know,
The first few games.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean like in general, like it's a girl who goes on an adventure, finds a
Does
instead of just
the British
instead of
thing
just
of
like what Galaga.
just the British thing of collecting indigenous pieces for our own collection. Like, I'm gonna question the morality of that some other day, but okay.
Do as your ancestors did.
Steal. But that being said, of the story and the narrative, this one makes no sense either. If you really
Oh,
think
this
about
movie?
it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It does none.
the MacGuffin in a video game of those days. You're like, it's a video game. Who cares? But nowadays, you're like, video games have greatly improved since then. And this one has aged poorly because it's like, we need a piece of the triangle that can help us control time.
It is straight up MacGuffin to a MacGuffin to another MacGuffin. Like these are three MacGuffins in one movie, and I was like, "This is so like." Okay, we gotta start off with this fucking movie. Like, we get a scene where Lara Croft has her own personal simulation of a tomb, and I get it that she fights supernatural stuff. I was like, "Do you fight this often? Maybe." But she, of course, has a robot that simulates the super.
You know, of all the things she's fought, from the T-Rex to the big ass samurai in the reboot, this one seems a bit more ridiculous. So like, this is so off-putting.
It is because like, what world do we live in? Like, knowing the fact that we got a robotic AI weaponry, and I'm like, and people choose to bring mercs. Bring the fucking robots. What are you doing? Like, Lara Croft, I know, I get it, you're in like Thailand or Vietnam. She's
Cambodia.
Like in Vietnam. Cambodia, sorry, my bad. I'm not really good with my geography.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's a tourism student. Hello. Like, you didn't want to bring like the robotic AI. I get it, it's blown to shit, but like, couldn't you have bought another one?
Yeah, and like, again, it just makes no sense. Like, after skipping ahead a bit, like way ahead, like when she's going to the old guy to like, what's in the clock, they kind of waste time with like this option.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm like,
hell yeah.
Why couldn't you just cut to her meeting the old guy and Daniel Craig? Why do you have to waste time with this fucking 1 million?
I know, she was like waves at him, and then the auctioneer is like $2 million to the beautiful woman right there. And then she was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "What the fuck's the point of the scene?" Also, what the fuck's the point with the old guy?
What's the point with Daniel? What's the point with Daniel Craig's accent? Holy shit!
It is so weird because they got an American actor to play a British person, and they got a British person to play the American actor. And this is the problem I had with Knives Out with Daniel Craig. I don't like it when he does an American accent. That is a personal opinion. You could have a completely different one, but it's not good. Come on, ladies, put your backs into it. Get the swords down. I'm like,
Lara, come on! Shut up. Shut up. To be fair, I kind of like his accent in Knives Out more than this, because this one seems a bit more really overcooked.
Well, I mean, he was. I think it was one of his first gigs. So.
Yeah, and definitely improved through the years.
Yeah. Okay. Him having like a little bit of a southern like tang to his voice is like kind of shades the fact that like he's having a hard time.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's playing around with it. It's fine. I still don't like it, but it's fine. But still, I was like, just make him British. There are some British people named Alex.
Go figure. Like, why does, again, going back to things that make no sense. Like, why does Lara have a bungee thing in her house? Like,
Yeah, what the?
is this what rich people do? Are rich people just fans of Jeff Hardy, left, right, and center? Oh, fucking Jeff Hardy! I need to be him.
God, you're peeking in my fucking ear
Sorry.
headphones.
Sorry. Like,
No,
this
no,
just
it's
makes no
okay.
sense. I'm like, why do you have this? Aside
No,
from
yeah,
the movie,
it is.
we need an action scene, a really cool one, but like,
It is exactly like it is exactly the explanation of like rich people are weird and will do the weirdest things and they think they're cool for it. Like, dude, there are a lot of times this so like 2000s, this early 2000s movie, like it is straight up funny because Laura comes up and she comes up with a leather jacket, boots on, and shades indoors. I was like, damn, don't you feel cool? You ain't. But like, for sure, it was cool back in the 2000s. And I was like, damn, this is so cringy watching this now.
yeah, the action scene is kind of, it's cool, but like, I'm like, what's the hope? Why can't you just, if you're gonna have a shootout, why not make it seem sensible? Like,
What do you mean?
why do you have this big bungee thing that's just there to set up an action sequence?
Because we gotta show that she's rich and she does cool shit and she can fight in any situation.
I guess.
But it is weird because like I don't know why the other team were like who already zipped down just aimed up. Like this pretty much fish in a barrel just like pop, then she just like
Though, since I am spoiled with the reboot series, like every time she pulls out her double pistols, I'm like, oh right, she doesn't have a bow and arrow anymore. At least,
yeah, that was her signature back then. It's a double pistol.
yeah.
But now her signature in the new game is a bow and arrow, Katniss Everdeen. But like,
You're not wrong.
I do like her double pistol look.
Yeah.
And I will say, as cheesy and campy as this movie is, they got Lara Croft down to a T. Like
Yeah, this version.
from the double pistol to how she looks to her hair and then her doing backflips unnecessarily. This is closer to the game than we've ever had with any other movie that's based on a game.
Yeah, that is true. I like how she takes out the few SWAT guys with like power duels.
Oh yeah, she had like this. She, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was used for, but for some reason, there's gas in it, and like air, and then she puts a screwdriver in it, and it's enough to just knock somebody out. Then I was like, cool.
Yeah, go figure.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and the SWAT team was sent by Sir Jorah Mormont. I forgot the bad guy's name.
Oh yeah, that is Sir Jorah Mormont. Oh my god, that is it. One of my favorite characters, by the way, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's pretty good as Bruce Wayne too, but like that's another.
yeah, he's Bruce.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then she goes to
he's such a stereotypical bad guy though.
yeah. And then when she goes to Cambodia, she confronts him. It's like, that's not the key. The key's here.
No, but like the how you're introduced to him, he's like a little bit flirtatious and like very creepy. And when we see him again in Cambodia, like everybody's working. They're trying to pull the barrier down to get into the tomb while he's sitting on the couch sipping tea. I was like, this is so fucking like typical like stereotypical bad guy. I was like, this is so stupid. A lot of this movie was stupid.
Yeah. And then they unlock the thing, and then they fight the statues. Where I'm like, wow, this hasn't aged really well. Not a lot.
Yeah, I did they explain why Lara was like, that's the wrong one, this is the right one,
How does she know?
right? Like, did she read it on the side and she was like,
It's this one.
Okay, that is the stupidest thing also. I know, I have suspension of disbelief with this movie. I get it, there are moving fucking statues and time travel. and robots. But still, why would somebody put the most important piece of message at the place where you can't get to? Remember Lara Croft was like at like second floor, and on the specific corner she finds a message and a warning. And be careful with this tomb. I'm like, why is it there?
I,
Shouldn't it be like at front of the tomb? I get it, she's good at looking, but like, this is stupid to the ancient people.
Going back to the MacGuffin bit, I like how if you assemble together and if you use it the wrong way, your entire empire explodes. Like, I guess that's the end of that. Shit.
But this is some one hell of a failsafe. Like, you can't just be like, oh, close the door, no, blow up.
But yeah,
So also,
they find
yeah.
the statues and you find out Lara has fists and legs of steel because she punches the first one and kicks it. I'm like,
Okay, kicking I understand.
but
Punching I don't.
that's a statue though.
I mean, I get it. It's like made out of like, you saw that thing fall apart when people were like just hitting it.
That is true. But
Like sure, it might. Okay, not the best rock to go with. Like this thing just fell apart, and I don't know why there are people who died. I get the whole when they throw the sword, but like these things just crumbled like
yeah, but
styrofoam.
if they're that clumsy, what were the ancient people using to be like, yeah, this seems right, even though
Yeah,
if you
this is
punch
strong
it,
enough, right? So like,
if
oh
you,
well,
if you punch it, it bleeds. I'm sorry, I'm not over Spider-Man.
touch me. I played day by day. Dude, do you know like I get the butler, but the tech guy, the guy on the chair, is the most useless fucking dude ever. The only time he was useful was when Lara Croft was in the parking lot and was like, "Oh, he's beside the Aston Martin." In it.
He was
And
never
then
a thing in the games either, right?
no, Lara Croft doesn't have a guy in the chair.
Yeah.
And then, what's this? No, seriously, this guy's so useless. Because Laura will be like, I need you. I'm waking you up 5 a.m., governor, and I need you to
I
look at
just
this
shit on
clock.
your bed. I don't know what accent of that. Sorry.
Yeah, right. So, like, and then, like, he wakes up at 5 a.m. just to check this clock and what the fuck it is. And he, like, just puts this camera thing, which I think Laura could have done herself. And then you're like, oh, maybe they need him for something else when he starts to disassemble the clock. And then, like, he starts to disassemble it, and Lara just comes in with a hammer, and he was like, then what the fuck is the point of this guy? You just smashed the fucking clock and just got the MacGuffin out. And I'm like, so what's his purpose? Why did you wake him up? You could have done it yourself.
To be in the friend zone, apparently.
I don't know. I guess it's like a colleague. He has a nice Mini Cooper outside.
Do you like the fact that even though they have a very strict time limit for the eclipse, both
I was
of
gonna
them
mention this. I was gonna mention this. This is so stupid. Go on.
they both find the time to do the usual white people thing when they go to Cambodia to get a massage.
Oh yeah. They got the foot massage. Oh wait, no. I wasn't gonna talk about that. I was gonna talk about another thing, but we'll get to that because this is the ending part. No, we're not yet there, but like
I'm
what I'm
like,
gonna talk about is from that.
didn't you say you have only like a few hours left? What the fuck are you wasting time for?
Hey, dude, in Asia, especially Cambodia and here, massages are cheap.
I guess.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy though. Like in like the US, it costs like
A leg and
how
an
much?
arm.
A leg and an arm to get a massage. Here, you could grab a meal, get a massage, and grab another meal under like 1,000 peso, like what you call it, budget. So like,
It
y'all
just goes to
crazy.
show at least the cats had fun in Cambodia.
I mean, yeah, those. And again, fucking Jorah Mormon just like, I'll see you in Venice. I'm like, okay. To meet with the Illuminati. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, the Illuminati.
Oh my god, the Illuminati is such a threat.
Yeah. And then you find out her father, her Angelina Jolie's real life father, was part of the Illuminati too.
Yeah, but as a spy, not spy, but like he betrayed them.
No, and he was executed on a mountain.
Well,
Like,
it's kind of like with Dutch from Red Dead. Now that you think about it,
yeah, just minus all the emotional things. To I'm like, with this, I was like, why were you on the mountain? Why did the guy follow you to the mountain? Why couldn't the Illuminati just send a missile or a sniper? Why does it have
it's
to be?
not as dramatic.
Let's shoot him in person. Yeah, Illuminati's are old fashioned.
I guess, sure.
Like
Okay.
you saw their like fucking. I say stereotypical a lot. Stereotypical bad guy layer where they have like chairs all around and they're discussing. You know, you have a limited amount of time. You have a week. And I love how Jorah Mormont's not even prepared. He's like, trust me, I'll have it done. And then the assistant of Jorah Mormont like's like, can we actually do it? I don't fucking know.
And then they team up to assemble the Toblerone triangle. I don't know at this point.
Oh, no.
Then one Illuminati guy that gets.
They're trying to assemble the Triforce.
That one Illuminati guy that gets godfathered because Jorah Mormont gives them a look. They're like, I guess we open fire on that guy. Okay.
Oh, because there's the scene that was being stupid. We only have a limited amount of time. Better hurt. He has a British accent. Giving him this like hillbilly accent. Better. And it was like, it's like we got the piece. Now come on, let's put it together. 20 years ago. Like, oh my, I thought we have a limited time.
And then
I'm glad they shot him. No offense to the actor. But
yeah.
like, I'm glad they shot him.
And then he's trying to put together the triangles. Like, Lara, I need your help. Daniel Craig's like, boo-hoo. And he's like, fuck you. Just throws his knife at for Daniel Craig. And
Daniel Craig just to be like, oh, you want to put it together? You don't want to put it together. Here's an option. You want to put it together. Also, again, IT guy, completely useless. Why the fuck was he here? Just to be like, mucho gusto, muy bueno, money. Like,
Anyway,
again, what the fuck's the point of it? You brought his computer and everything, and Lara's like, it starts to fucking die. He's like, welcome to Dead Zone or something like that. I don't know what it's called. And it was like, and then why bring him? What's the point of the computer?
I don't know. And then after assembling the triangle, her and Mormont. I seriously don't remember the guy's name. Manfred something. That's about it.
I don't know. Oh, also, I
Race.
forgot. The IT guy was from Peaky Blinders, wasn't he?
Alright.
Yeah, he was a bad guy.
Oh. But yeah,
I'm glad you got better parts. But yeah.
she and Mormont race to the triangle, and then she can reverse time. I don't know how this works either. Like, the knife is in midair. She turns it around and goes straight to Mormont, but like, the knife doesn't lose momentum with that amount
Right.
of time.
Okay, there are a lot of stupid things in the scene. Before that, like, Lara Croft, when she goes around and starts to figure things out, again, she's very smart. But I feel like there's zero effort in her trying to, like, figure out what the puzzle is for this fucking tube. It just feels like somebody who has played Tomb Raider already and then it's just going through it again and knows what to do with the puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, she goes up and they don't explain why she knows it's underneath, like where you have to put the thingy underneath. And again, ancient people, you could have made that more convenient.
Yeah, this is
for
just a
yourself.
speed run at this point.
Yeah, it kind of felt like also the entire like globe thing, like the sun, and there's like planets moving around. I was like, is this Waterworld? Waterworld, like, you know?
Kevin Costner.
No, like the amusement park where you
Oh.
get splashed on.
Oh.
Like Universal's Waterworld. Is it Universal? I don't know. Yeah, they don't explain why she knows you gotta put that thing underneath the sun. She just knows. And I'm like, this kind of defeats the purpose of trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, it's
And
like
then-
It's like if Indiana Jones solved every problem like that. Like, why
Yeah,
have
like
this?
I mean, give it to Indy. Like he'd be like looking at transcripts, and be like, "What the fuck do I do? Got it." Here, she's like, "I got it."
Yeah, this is again. It feels like some guy on his fifth speedrun on like the easiest difficulty.
Yeah. Okay, we're being. I know we're being critical here, but it is our opinion. Also, yeah, it is a product of its time. We're still gonna shit on it. Doesn't matter if it's like a first try. This is what the first try felt like to us. So don't give us those bullshit explanations.
And then she fights Mormont and throat punches the shit out of him that he dies.
Oh, I love that shit. She's just like whack. And I was like, oh. Speaking of other things, going back, I will say the one with the stone like dogs and the warriors. That shit was cool.
Yeah,
I'll give it that. Of the lackluster boss fight that she had with this like thing that had 4 arms and swords and dies from one shot. That shit was cool when it was coming up. Very like lackluster when it died. And I love it. Like it was straight up felt like a video game boss because it had one face. You had to shoot the face, and then it changes to the face. I was like, oh, that's cool.
it just felt like kind of like one of those easy quick time events. Like press circle,
Oh,
okay.
it's right. It's very Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Quick time event kind of deal.
And then she escapes with the Huskies. Uh,
But she's cool. She doesn't need a sled.
yeah, you know, I question a lot of things like don't you need sled for friction and other things. What if your knees buckle? What happens then?
Or what if like your legs just like get swooped underneath you and you're just like what on your back being dragged by dogs? Like so there's so many times Lara Croft would have been like the most uncool person in the room.
She would have those death animations from the newer games.
Where it's so brutal. God, there's some other. Oh yeah, there's another stupid shit that like I don't understand. Why did she have to grab the knife from the blade? Like I get it that she had to, like, but again, there's like, this is the blade. This part's sharp. This part ain't. She could have just gone like this. Like she could have just pushed the side of the blade. Sure, you might get a little cut, but not as much as what you got from holding the actual blade. You're like, I get it, you're a badass, but you ain't smart.
I like how the moment Mormon gets stabbed, his head army guy's like, I guess we're done. Sorry, boss.
right. They were like,
No,
you know
open
what?
fire.
The guy who's playing us is dead. So like, also, what's another stupid scene? Not really that stupid, but I don't get it. Like he gets stabbed, goes down, and then he comes back up and does like this whole Street Fighter bullshit with Lara Croft. And I was like, then why the fuck did you go down and pretend like you're dead?
Like,
Weren't
you stabbed in the
would've-
heart?
No, the thing is, like, if he didn't go down like, oh bitch, and he'd be like, oh no, I gotta fool this girl that I'm dead. Your men would have helped you kill her. I have so much problems with this movie, I know. I gotta suspend my disbelief.
And then she goes back to the mansion and ends with a fucking freeze frame. Like a 2000
But that did
frame.
was like, just like what? It was like, what the fuck is this?
It's like you're not Trinity from the Matrix. Why are you posting
And then we get that stupid song from the 2000s. The I was like, oh my god, this is so 2000s.
I will give it this. It's not as. No, I kind of like the 2018 version a bit more.
Yeah, same here. I'm not gonna lie to myself and be like, oh, nostalgia is way better. The old ones did it better. No, this one was stupid.
But though I thought the 2018 was like a bit too dull for me.
Oh yeah, 2018's dull. This one's dumb.
Like, not even Alicia Vikander and Walton Goggins could save it. Alright.
Oh yeah, welcome Goggles.
Yeah, Cecil from Invincible.
Yeah. Anything else that we forgot about this fucking movie?
Lara, I'm pretty good at lying.
Okay, there were. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we. Could
And if you think this one is bad, wait till maybe one day we'll get to the sequel where it's her and Stephen Wolf, some weird ass adventure.
Stefan.
Yeah, the actor Kieran Hines is in the second one. You probably don't remember.
I don't remember at all. I don't even know the plot of the second one. All I know is she has a silver suit.
Anyway, what would you rate this movie?
Give this one a 3 out of 10. Because, like, I get it that when I was a kid and I saw this, I don't watch a lot of movies when I was a kid. I didn't watch a lot of movies when I was a kid. And this was the coolest thing I've ever seen when, you know, like, damn! Look at her with a bungee and she's, like, running around the walls. And then I grow up and I saw better things and I'm like, there are a lot of things here like didn't need to be.
It's kind of the Mila's Resident Evil movies. Like, damn, this is sick, and then you get.
Hey, the first one was good. The first one was good.
I'll go for the second one.
Right.
Second one, at least they took it more seriously.
It was okay. Yeah, I like the second one.
And they brought in Jack Harris.
Yeah. I like that.
And then
that's cool.
But like we can all agree.
Was Carlos in it? I forgot.
But like we can all agree, like
is.
1 and 2, and then everything else.
We're not talking about it. We gotta save this.
Yeah, some other time. Alright.
Anyway, but yeah. There are a lot of scenes here that they need to be here. There were a lot of dialogue that like made me fall asleep. Because I would legit be like, oh shit. I'll just be looking at my phone and I'm like, what'd they say? There are a lot of logic here that also didn't need to be. The bungee cord thing, I'm like, I know it pisses Enzo to like high heavens, so like what the fuck the point of this? What else? CGI was horrible, but I can't do that. CGI did their best at the time. So I can't chill.
And
even though
it like
does,
it's a video game movie, here's your fucking budget. Like, okay.
Right? So it's fine. Writing was horrible. I didn't care about anybody. Even Laura. Maybe I cared about...
You can be like, the characters didn't have depth in the game either. I'm like, well, it's a movie, they should do better.
Exactly. It's a movie, it's not a game. Where like, yeah... like, sure, the little starship in Galaga doesn't have anything, but if somebody made a Galaga movie, they'll put like a fucking story. Like the Emojis movie. They put a fucking story in that. It's still shit, but like, they put story in it. But there's no fucking characters to these things. It's a fucking face. Anyway. This movie is horrible. This movie is bad. And so is the Emoji movie. But like I hate you, Enzo. I hate that you're like, we're gonna do the Lara Croft movie. I'm like, god damn it. I will say this would be a really great movie if you like had a couple beers, you're already tipsy, probably scratched the disc on the way towards the DVD player or something, and you watch it with friends and just laugh. I think that's only like, okay, I'll give it a 4. Did I give it a 4 or did I give it a 3? Okay, I'll give it a 4 because if you're drunk as fuck and you're with your friends, you could shit on this movie, you guys will have an amazing time. That's the only like praise I would give it. But characters look the same. Angelina Jolie does a great job playing a one-dimensional character, and she looks the part.
I'll give this an 8. I'm kidding, no. I'll give this a 5.
I'm gonna send a death robot to you if you gave this an 8.
Because there is some rewatchability in this, but for the most part, if you just put it in your TV and did like your chores or ate some food from in another room while this is blasting off.
In another room? You're just wasting electricity. see the 1%, everybody. That's the 1%.
Oh no, well, Maybe like don't use the light from the eating room and just use the light from the TV. Like this is enough.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Like, you don't want to watch news. You don't want to watch some kids show. This is the only movie that's there. That's good.
Like fuck, it's Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I don't know. I must well eat
I'm like, I have lights too bright. Kind of like the dim look. Fine.
But yeah, as you said, one-dimensional characters all the way. No one's any doubt. There's no stakes. Well, the world is ending, but you know that's every movie nowadays. And the plot, the fucking MacGuffin, like it works in a video game because like it takes you a lot of hours to get to the first MacGuffin and to complete the cycle of MacGuffins. At
Yeah.
least. So you have those hours of just having fun and you know doing all the things you can in the video game. Here it's like 2 hours of like, huh? It does what? Why? Why does anyone want this? If you scratch it the wrong way, America explodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. The MacGuffin, and what it does is it turns back time. That's it.
I rather have a DeLorean.
Same here. Because I get to drive things.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. Though it
Really?
is,
You're giving it a 50%?
yeah, because at the same time it's a guilty pleasure. Like you can have fun, just doing tearing it to shit. And like I don't get for some reason I see some pushback. I'm like, why is it a guilty pleasure? Why should he feel guilty? I'm like, because
Yeah, why?
it's not a good movie, but you can have fun with it. Like you can like
like what I
something.
said. Yeah,
You can like something and acknowledge it's shit.
and have fun with it.
Yeah, like say Mortal Kombat movie. That ain't a good movie, but it's funny. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about? That was an amazing movie. I think I gave it an 8. Yeah,
gave it
in a
6.
review. I gave it a higher score than this thing.
Yeah. Well, at least Mortal Kombat new one was
Really?
more.
I gave more for the original. I feel like I would give it a higher.
That show was fun to watch. Anyway,
Or I think you gave it like a 4, and like it's a guilty pleasure anyway.
Okay. You know what? I lose. I sank her. Because
But
I
yeah.
would be the bigger fan.
I am excited for the Netflix adaptation of Tomb Raider since it's an animated adaptation and it's got Haley Atwell as Lara Croft.
Question. 2D, 3D.
2D, I think.
Oh, thank God. Because I swear if it's like Camp Cretaceous, I'm like...
But like if they did the thing they did for Resident Evil series, I wouldn't mind that either.
No, have you watched them?
I haven't, but like the animation, I'm like, it's from the game. I can live with it. It's not the best. Oh shit. Okay. But yeah, I think in some ways the video game movies are kind of getting better adaptations. I mean, look at Arcane and Castlevania. Those are really good.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it that. If, like, say, the artists of Castlevania started doing Lara Croft's, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, like, yeah, I'm due for that.
and they have like the somewhat R rating of like her falling off a plane, having like a giant metal piece sticking out of her leg. It's just like ah! Yeah.
And like I have a bit of faith in the Uncharted movie. A bit.
Oh, same here.
After seeing how Tom Holland's doing with, the Spider-Man No Way Home thing.
Yeah, but then again, Peter and Drake are two different characters.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't.
And I saw a clip, I'm like, I'm concerned.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Shit.
Well, we might have another movie to shit on that's also an adventure.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to HBO's The Last of Us, because that looks better and better as time goes by.
Yeah.
And they added the daughter of Idris Elba from Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad to be
Riley.
yeah, from the DLC, I think.
Was her name Riley? I forgot.
Yeah, Riley. Forgot the name of the DLC, but it's pretty good if you have the game. If you haven't played the DLC, I'm sure the PS4 version comes with the DLC. You should check it out. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's really the only adaptation of a video game I'm really looking forward to. Like, you can't possibly fuck this up. It's easy. How many times have you seen zombies? This is just zombies with more of a mushroom face.
Yeah. But like, hey, all I'm waiting for is a day of Kojima to make a movie. Please, dear Lord,
Ooh,
make a movie already.
the Castlevania guy's also doing Assassin's Creed and Devil May Cry, so that's exciting.
Ah!
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about Assassin's Creed, but I want Devil May Cry.
Even if it's at you.
Okay.
Then again, we saw his story, but like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, there's more shit to talk about with Devil May Cry. compared
that
to-
is true.
Yeah.
But I have faith in those. You know, if you give me good stuff, I have faith in you. But like, as a whole, this whole franchise, if the movies keep fucking up, just stick to series, please.
Yeah. I feel like I think video games should stick to being a series.
Yeah, and Amazon has their Fallout series, so that should be easy enough to do.
For sure, that's gonna be good.
Anyway, that's has been our video on Lara Croft Tomb Raider. We'll be doing another video game movie, and this video game is another pivotal franchise in the video game world, and hopefully the movie can do it justice. We'll see. But you can find us at Facebook at facebook.com/Geeks and Degenerates. That's this one. We react to trailers. We stream video games. We also have a Discord community. We have a really funny Dead by Daylight video with a bunch of international folks.
Sure.
How about you, Jomar? Where can they find you?
You can find me at Jom GEOM on Instagram. It is my art account.
Alright. Please continue to stay safe, wear a mask, and social distance. And of course, get vaccinated if you can. That is all the time we have in the world for now. We'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Yeah.